Welcome in, Chris.
Hey, happy to be here.
Oh, it's always happy to have you here. Happy to have you through with the Blake Shelton concert here just a bit ago. Now, there's got to be some fun stories from behind the scenes on that. You can't go out with Shelton without having something happen.
We didn't do anything too crazy. I will say, though, I guess he had been for a run, and I was coming back from sound check, and he had on, like, the most mismatched outfit I've ever seen. At first, I thought he was just some random guy walking through the grass, and the closer I got, I was like, that's Blake. And I went up there and talking to him, and I swear he was wearing a button-down shirt, jogging shorts, tennis shoes, high socks, and John Deere baseball cap. And I mean, just sweating. I mean, he'd obviously been running, and I'm like,
yeah, from
that
the
is the
fashion
most
police.
interesting. Yeah, I was like, that is the most interesting running outfit I've ever seen.
It's probably running from Miranda, who's trying to get him to change his clothes. I mean,
Man,
you
she
got to
picks
have
on
that.
him about his clothes all the time.
Yeah, now who picks yours out? You always look very stylish, and I know that, being a star, people help you with that.
I mean, right now I look like the brawny paper towel man, so I don't know if I'm. It's like plaid, but I got picked on.
Do you ever get that when you're leaving the house? Do you ever get the? You're not wearing that.
Are
out,
you wearing that?
You?
No. Well, see, I'm never at the house anymore. But I love what my guys will do that on the bus as a joke. They'll be like, "Oh, you're gonna wear that?" I'm like, "Shut up, y'all."
Who's the hardest to live with on the bus?
Oh man. You know what? I lucked out. Most of my guys are pretty easygoing, real cool. And that's one of the big things that I'm all about. I mean, if you're not having a good time on the bus, or we don't have that guy that's just always, something's always wrong. And because I couldn't stand living in, a bus like that and that much of an enclosed space all the time, as much as we're on it here lately, which is a great thing. I'm not complaining. But that would drive me nuts, man. So we really don't have that guy. We actually brought a guy out. That was a fill-in guy for like 4 dates, and he was kind of annoying. But nice, really nice guy, but he just he didn't shower a lot. And I mean, it's a bunch of guys anyway. I mean, there's 8-9 guys on a bus. It's already going to smell like a bunch of guys on a bus. We don't need any help.
Yeah, you always try to steer away from the Mexican restaurants when you have that many people on a bus.
Yeah, there's a couple kinds of food you don't want to eat. Chili is usually one you try not to go anywhere near. So, yeah.
What's the favorite part of your bus? You got a particular feature on yours that you like?
Man, you know what? I laugh, and I mean, my guys laugh at me. Everybody laughs, but I don't ever sleep in a bunk. I always sleep on the couch on the front lounge. Mm-hmm. So we actually just had it reupholstered the other day because that's just where I always fall asleep. Because there's a TV.
You got people coming on the bus to sit with you, and there's got drool stains and stuff like that around.
And
there.
I clean that up. We clean that up before people get on the bus.
Are you a good heavy sleeper? I guess you have to be when you're on a bus.
Man, I sleep like a rock, and that's the thing is they always laugh at me. All my guys know that basically in the morning they can wake up, they can bang around, they can turn the TV on, turn it up, they can do whatever as long as you don't start actually saying my name. Because if somebody says my name, I'll sit like bolt upright and go, "Do you need me?" And I don't know why, but other than that, I mean, I can sleep through anything.
I know it's hard on the road. You were mentioning television. Are there any shows that you kind of like to follow?
You know what? I'm bad about series because if you think about it, basically the time when all the really cool series are on
is when you're playing.
Is when we're playing shows.
Yeah.
So, it's hard for me to keep up with that unless I want to go online and watch stuff through Hulu or anything like that. But I'm really, really a huge sports nut. So I'm always like SportsCenter. If it's been on SportsCenter in the past 15 minutes, I can probably tell you what it is.
Are you watching the World Cup soccer? Because that's going on at this time.
I am. I was actually watching that.
Do you understand it? Because I don't.
Oh, I completely understand it. I was never a big soccer guy, but I actually had 2 of my really good friends that in college were on the soccer team and had to explain it to me one time because I was like, what? How does this work exactly?
That's all. It's kind of big up here in the Motor City. We have a lot of people watching. Now, when you think of the Motor City, what do you like most about this area?
You know what? I'll tell you what. Every time I've been up here, the crowds have been really amazing to me. And that's, as an artist, you have
everybody
places.
Would say that, though.
Well,
is it really different?
Yeah, but I mean, really, for just the amount of audience response that I've gotten, I've never had a bad show here or anywhere close. I mean, and that says a lot because as an artist, you kind of like in your head, you mark off those spots where you always have a lot of fun. And I mean, last night when we did the show with Joe and Blake, I mean, I did a 30-minute set and I was on there, first out in front of both of those guys, and we got a standing ovation at the end of our show. So it just makes you feel good as an artist to have places that when you go there that it's going to be a good show.
Yeah. All right. Well, one more thing, I'll let you go because we like to do this with everybody. Know your set list. You pretty well have that memorized, I would think, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good, because we want you to take every title of every song and add the words "in your pants" to the end of the title, and let's see what we get as you go through your set.
I'm just going to, man, I only have to say one. Because it's going to be the man I want to be, in your pants. That works so well with that. It's perfect.
Yeah, you don't even have to change it, do you? All right, we got a barbecue to get to, but thanks for coming in.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.